Hey, curl friends, and welcome back to Cocaknotz, home of the Long Hair Society. Over here on this channel, we got a community of people who believe in growing our hair so long and so disrespectful. We want our hair big and obnoxious and just blocking everybody's view. So Miss Steen just showed up to me like this. She was like, listen, my hair clean, but I ain't had time to go through it and detangle it and separate it for you or nothing like that. You say you the detangler and you the guru of this natural hair thing. Do say it with my hair. And I'm like, well, dang. I mean, you is right. I am that girl when it comes to finger detangling. But, girl, you could have ran some water through this and a little bit of oil and at least put it in two little buns or twists. But it's all good because, I got my handy dandy magic elixir that I go ahead and put in my water. And then I spray this hair down because, like I always tell you guys, before you even think to touch natural hair, just go ahead and hose it down. You want to use soft and conditioned water before you start to handle dry hair, because handling dry natural hair, you can actually promote breakage. You can break it. You can make it snap. So just go ahead and use your soft and conditioned water and soften up that hair, hydrate it, and get it moist enough so you can at least maneuver it into sections. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting in there. I'm getting to the roots, the ends, and she got some thick hair. Like, check out her density. Like, what is going on? How is some people blessed with all this hair, honey? But of course, it's always the people who got thick hair who be like, my hair too thick, and it be some people who be wishing they had thick hair like this. But honey, her hair is thick. You can't even see the scalp at all. So I'm making sure I get that water in there. That way I can start to get somewhere. The hair is starting to drink up this nice vitamin water, and you can start to see her real hair texture come through. Sometimes you can assume a person's hair is a lot coarser than it really is, but sometimes the hair is just dry, and given that appearance of frizzy hair and coarse hair, it's just really dry. And as soon as you add some softened water, it starts to condition the strand, and you can see more of a looser curl come out, a more defined curl come out, and you can really start to see a glimpse of their actual hair texture. So I'm gonna start finger detangling, and I know you guys are like, hold up, I ain't see you use the detangler sauce or what I call the growth sauce. How are you just detangling? Well, she already came to me with her hair cleansed. She already did that at home. So I'm not going to use the growth sauce, which is my detangler, because I usually use that before someone shampoos their hair, because that detangler doubles as an oil pulling cleanser. It helps break down buildup, and it's not essentially a moisturizer. It's really a cleanser, and adds a ton of slip so you can detangle. Right now for her, I am just using a lot of soft and conditioned water, getting her hair soaked. And then I'm going to finger detangle, and then I'm going to add my magic growth oil, and then I'm going to give her a soft blow. That way her hair is a little bit more stretched so she can feel comfortable as I get ready for the protective style. And the protective style that she is choosing today is a lace closure sewin. So after I get the hair nice and hydrated to my liking, I put the magic growth oil on there, and it's a very thick, beautiful oil. Like, listen, if you got that magic growth oil, it's a lot of oil in it. It comes in a nice sized container. Is 8 ounces of pure gold. I'm talking about Babasu oil, baobab oil, castor oil. It is truly a wonderful oil, and it really helps seal in moisture, moisturizes your strands, promote thickness, and really just is a wonderful oil that you can also use even if you decide to put a little heat on your hair. So I am doing that, and as you can see, now I can easily detangle her hair. I can even pull out the comb, and make sure you know how to comb hair properly without tearing it out too much. I have a video on that. I don't only pull out the wide tooth comb when I know I have finger detangled the hair at least 80%, and I want to run through it with the comb before I run through it with the blow dryer's attached comb. So now that I have that section nice and detangled, I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing all around the entire head before I use the blow dryer on a low setting to give her hair a bit of a stretch. I've been doing her hair for a few months now, and I am so proud of her hair's progress. We switched her to natural products, and her hair loves it. When she first started coming to me, her hair was breaking so much, and she was experiencing hair loss and fallout, and now her hair is so much thicker, and it's at least 3 inches longer. And I'm just so proud of her hair strength. Like, come on. And she is a woman who is mature, and to see that she got so much hair growth, because a lot of times we can think, oh, we're getting older, that's why my hair is thinning. No, don't fall for that cliche that the older you get, your hair thins. That does not have to be you. Have a great regimen, use great natural products, use protective styling, remove the comb for your life, the stress, and you should still be growing thick, long hair as well as anyone half your age. And also, I'm proud of her for not shaving the back of her head. She had a habit of shaving the back of her hair because she did not want to be embarrassed by her buckshots. But I had to assure her that your hair is curly and coily, so it's going to roll up and it might look unattractive, but you have to focus on growing out those curls in the back so that way they won't roll up so short and look so bad. So I'm really happy that she put the trimmer down and stop trimming the back, and now I'm able to braid up the nape of her hair to get some growth. So I'm braiding her hair because she's getting a middle part lace closure sew-in. I'm leaving just a centimeter out in the front of her hair just to make it look a little bit more realistic, because I don't like to use adhesive on any lace closure type of sew-in, because I just feel like, okay, now what if the glue comes up in a couple of days? How is this person going to be able to manage that? So I just rather stitch that lace closure down, because the last thing a person wants to do is worry about using glue or gels to keep a lace closure down when they want to keep their sewing in for months. Not you checking me, girl. It's flats. Like, be for real. It's flat, honey. Yes, I made it flat. Like, back up. So, like I was saying, you want to avoid using any type of adhesive with a lace closure. Just go ahead and sew it down and leave a little money piece out in the front. That way it can blend, and even as the wind blows or it grows out, it'll still look natural and you won't have to risk the health of your hair. She had a habit of leave out every time I was doing her sewing over the last couple of months, and she kept like almost damaging the leave out part. Her hair is not reverting as much as the back of her hair. And I was like, girl, you're going to have to switch to a lace closure. And she was just so scared that a lace closure wouldn't look really realistic. She was also scared that it wouldn't last, and I assured her, I was like, girl, I'm gonna stitch your lace closure down. You think I don't know that you gonna want to keep this sewing in for a long time? You think I don't know that? You think I don't know not to make you look like a wiggisha or something like that and not make it look wiggy? I know how to do that. I know how to make a lace closure sewing work for my natural girlies who trying to grow long hair but still trying to be a bad bitch. Like, I know how to do this. I do this. Right now, I'm sewing up her hair, making sure that the bulk of the braiding is in the back, nowhere near her parting area or where the lace closure will be, because we don't want no cone heads. We don't want it sticking up. We want it nice and flat. I'm not going to use a net, because I only use a net if somebody literally asks for one, or if they tell me straight up that they're going to keep this sewing in for like 6 months, or if they're using like 6 bundles of hair and I need to add a net so it can handle all that weight. So this is the braid down. I left a little money piece out in the front. Like I told you, this is a very deep part lace closure because she likes a deep middle part. This is me stitching down that lace closure. Honey, if you want this lace closure not to move, make sure you stitch it vertically, horizontally. you stitch it around. Make sure you stitch this thing down. That's why the braid pattern is very important. You got to think this through, okay? This is geometry, okay? Listen, you need to know how to add and multiply and subtract and divide when you're trying to do something like this and create an illusion of something coming out of somebody's scalp. Now, she'll be able to change her parting, and like I said, having that money piece out in the front, once you're finished customizing it and adding concealer and just blending with heat, it'll be so natural, the part, and you won't even be able to tell that somebody has a lace closure in their hair at all. This is the finished product. She'll be able to keep this in for months, okay? And it looks gorgeous. She'll be able to still grow long hair and still be trendy with a great protective style. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like it, because I thought y'all liked me. Go ahead and like this video. See you in the